It's Weird Java in the morning.
Yo, good morning. It's time to wake the fuck up with some weird Java in your motherfucking cup.
Mm, mm, mm.
Delicioso.
Yeah. Morning, Kevin.
Good morning, David. How are you, sir?
I am still alive, sir.
That's a good thing, I think.
Everyone says that. Everyone
Mm,
says that.
mm, mm. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, bro. How was your week?
It was good, uneventful, really. Actually, we went because we're gonna get Allie a new car now.
Yeah.
So we went yesterday, and we're just waiting to. We're gonna wait until Monday to see, what kind of things like what the banks want to give us for our monthly and stuff like that.
For sure,
Uh,
bro.
so tomorrow we'll find that out. Really want her in something safe. I mean, her car is fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's just some like really bad undercarriage rust.
Ooh. No one
Which
likes
it
the undercarriage rust.
Yeah, no. She got a bunch of stuff we replaced on it, and the exhaust is starting to rust out too. So,
Shit.
which I mean, replacing the exhaust is not going to be very expensive, but I don't know. It's a 2015, which it's in pretty good condition for its age. Um, but yeah, so we were looking at a 21 Grand Cherokee
Mm.
yesterday, and she freaking fell in love. She
Okay.
fell in love with that. They tried to show us a van first that was a 2019 Dodge Caravan.
Was it a van down by the river?
It was. It definitely looked like it came from the river. They're like, "Oh, we just got this in yesterday." I'm like, "You haven't even checked to see what the fuck is wrong with it yet. Why are you showing this to us?"
That's hilarious.
But I went and got a couple tattoos yesterday morning as well before we went out and got um, um, checked out the car,
Let's see him.
and we we discussed finishing my sleeve too while I was there. So I got this on my knuckles,
Yeah. 88. Very good number.
1988, and then I got Charlie's name on my wrist right here.
Awesome. Charlie. Love it, man. I also love that hoodie you're wearing. It is beautiful, sir.
Yeah, some guy fucking gave it to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some
Very
some
handsome gentleman.
handsome man.
Yes.
He's got a little bit of a goatee, is brown right around. I mean, dark right around his lips
Hmm.
and graying. Dude, oh my god, I got into the my truck the other day and I took the roof off
Yeah.
and I put my sunglasses on, and before I put it in drive, I looked at myself in the fucking rear view mirror, and I am riddled with grays up here.
No, get out of here.
Yeah, you can't tell right here because
Yeah.
of the
I see
color of the
one.
light, but it's all over the place, and I was
Are you
like, "Oh
serious, dude?
boy, yeah." I was like, "Oh
Wow.
man,
Not like this. Look at that shit.
shucks."
Look at
Yeah,
that shit. I have a streak of white right here. And then,
yeah.
of course, going down. It's going
I
south.
got a I got a couple in my beard down here. I have like a couple red strands in my fucking beard too, which is weird. Um, but anyways, how was your week, dude?
That was great, man. I had a great week. I've been doing this kind of meditative mantra thing, and it is, for the most part, working for me, man. So I
Good.
concentrate for 3 minutes. on something positive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say it over and over and over again. For example, I'm gonna have a great day, right? I'll say something like that over and over and over again, and forget about it, and then have a great day. And so I thought I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna do it this day. I'm not gonna do it the next day, and I'm gonna do it the following day.
Uh-huh.
First day was great. Next day, I was irritated all day from drivers on the road. Usually I don't get irritated, but I was like super irritated with people. And then the very next day I wasn't. So those like the 2 days in between, I had fantastic freaking days, man.
Mm-hmm.
Also, yesterday was Angie's birthday.
Happy
So
birthday, Angie.
we had a great freaking time yesterday, man. We had a wonderful freaking day. We also saw uh Sinners.
How was it? I want to see it.
It was pretty remarkable. I'm gonna say I'm calling this the best movie of the year to date.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, dude,
I
I was
like Michael
impressed.
B. Jordan too.
He
So
was great. He
I think
plays. Go ahead. He
uh,
plays brothers.
he
Yeah,
plays
the two.
brothers.
He's twin brothers in this movie. He
Oh,
plays.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
so he has two roles. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. So I don't know. I think he is an amazing actor. He's like quickly becoming like a Denzel Washington to me.
Yeah, he's great. He was great in this. The only if I have to say anything negative about this movie, the only problem I had with it was the accents. They were hard to decipher. His accent, a few other people had accents.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand they're trying to hit the early 30s, right? But it was difficult. So, but that aside, there's a couple of scenes in here that were fucking remarkable, dude. That, in my opinion, that's what movie making is all about. They were
Mm.
able to touch on something that was beautiful, man. It was like, what in the hell am I? I was getting chills watching this. Okay, and you know what it's about, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
I
a
know what it's about.
vampire type thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not giving anything away. It's in the trailer.
Yeah. It's in the trailer.
Um, they touch on something about vampires that I was like, what? I had no idea. I don't know if it's the new thing he just put in there, Ryan
Mm-hmm.
Coogler, the director. But I was like, oh shit, this is awesome, dude. From start to finish, this thing was amazing.
Good.
Uh, the ending was unique too, because do you ever see a movie and it ends and it was like, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I thought was happening, and then there was more to the ending, and I was like, it's not after the credits or anything like that. It just you think it's gonna end, and then it goes on, and it's like, oh snap, this is awesome how it goes on, dude. And wow, I was so impressed. Best movie of the year, probably the best movie in the past 5 years, I would say.
Dope, son. I like it.
Remarkable. It was remarkable.
That sounds good.
Definitely see that. I'm gonna do a review on my channel. Worth
Cool,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool, doggy dog. I likes it because I want to see that shit. So, um, I do have some this day in history for you.
Hit me.
All right, this
Hey,
day in
Rach.
history for May 11th, everybody. In the year 330, newly built city of Constantinople, dedicated to Emperor Constantine the Great, becomes the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. And then in 1068, Matilda of Flanders, wife of William the Conqueror, is crowned Queen of England in Westminster Abbey, London.
Is that where Ned Flanders comes from?
I don't know. That's funny though. I like it. It just goes to show you that there's been powerful women throughout fucking history,
Oh, absolutely.
like we've talked about several times.
Absolutely.
1751, Pennsylvania hospital, founded by Dr. Thomas Bond and Benjamin Franklin in Philadelphia.
My boy Ben.
1812, British Prime Minister Spencer Percival is assassinated by John Bellingham in the lobby of the House of Commons in London. Ironically, though, descendants of both later stand for the same seat in Parliament at the same time, but neither win.
Bizarre.
Very bizarre. Which I think John Bellingham shot Spencer Percival because he won.
Wow.
So I wonder if like everybody's like, I know the history of these families. Let's vote somebody else in.
Yeah, no shit, because one's gonna shoot the other one for sure.
So also in 1812, the waltz is introduced to English ballrooms. Some observers consider it disgusting and immoral.
The waltz?
The waltz, dog.
God
The
damn.
waltz.
Disgusting. Wait till you see fucking, what is it? Dirty Dancing, man.
Oh my God. Could you imagine
Damn.
if we went back in time and started clubbing in a British ballroom back in fucking 1812?
Yeah.
Just chicks shaking their asses and shit on
Good
fucking
morning. Good morning.
on men with fucking white powdered wigs.
Yeah. I don't think it would be a good look for me.
Good morning, Jill. I hope you are doing a lot better this week.
Yeah. Good morning, Jill.
So and then 1820 is the launch of HMS Beagle, the ship that would later take young Charles Darwin on his famous scientific voyage.
Wow. That's cool, man.
Yeah, man. All right. And then 1850, work starts on the first brick building in San Francisco. Did you get that? I just froze, I think.
Yeah. No, I didn't get it. Can you repeat it real quick?
All right. Yeah, Doug. 1850, work starts on the first brick building in San Francisco.
Ooh, okay. Oh, it's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing better.
All right. In 1880, British Queen Victoria issues charter granting city status to the borough of Liverpool. So Liverpool becomes a city this day in 1880.
Where the Beatles come from.
Yeah, Doug.
Sweet.
In 1924, Pulitzer Prize for Poetry awarded to Robert Frost for New Hampshire, a poem with notes and grace notes.
Robert Frost. You know that one line that sticks with me from him is, oh, now I'm not going to remember it, but it's like, everyone goes in this one path and I took the other, and that has made all the difference. I'm not saying it exactly right, but that's basically what he said. I love that. That's one of my favorites.
The gist. The gist.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but we're having issues, even though we're both uploading at 99%.
Yeah,
so I don't understand what the fuck's going on.
Technology.
Anywho, in 1939, Joseph Stalin orders Soviet troops to invade Manchuria, resulting in a 4-month battle that inflicted heavy losses to Japan.
Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah, Doug. And then I got in 1956, Elvis Presley's first entry on UK charts with Heartbreak Hotel.
Barely remember.
He says.
I'm trying to. I don't remember. And I've heard it 1,000 times. I just cannot recall it.
Yeah, me neither. To be honest with you. Well, sometimes brains do that.
They brain, and they don't brain.
Yep.
And right now, it's not.
In 1959, New York Yogi Berra's errorless streak of 148 games ended. So this dude went 148 games without any errors as a catcher.
Damn, son.
And you want to know what? He barely gets talked about. And actually, they made a cartoon to make fun of him called Yogi Bear.
To make fun of him?
Yes.
I love that show, man. I thought it was great. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he wrote. And it's one of those quotes or one of those poems that it's stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
I love it, and it has made all the difference.
Yeah. All right. 1969 British comedy troupe Monty Python forms made up of Graham Chapman, John Cleese, Terry Gilliam, Eric Idle, Terry Jones, and Michael Palin.
Right. 1969. Yeah.
1969. Yeah. In 1972, John Lennon says his phone is being tapped by the FBI on. Oh my God, did I freeze again?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell, man? This is getting irritating. I don't understand because we're both uploading fine.
Yeah.
All right, I'll say it again. 1972, John Lennon says his phone is being tapped by the FBI on the Dick Cavett show.
I was born in 1972.
I know.
Damn, son.
I know.
That's right.
All right, last one I got for you.
John was alive. Hit me.
I wasn't alive when he was alive.
No, you were not. He died, what, 8 years before you were born? Something like that?
Yeah. Yep. Something like that. All right. In 1987, trial of former Gestapo chief Klaus Barbie begins in France for war crimes during World War II.
Barbie? What? Interesting. You know, I just realized you were born 8 years after John Lennon, and I was born 8 years before John Lennon. What?
Crazy, dog. You were 18 when you were 20 when I was born. I mean, 16.
Yes. Yeah. 2 years later, I graduated.
Yeah, it took me a quick second to fucking do the math on that. I went from 18, 20 to 16. Oh man. Oh, dog and dog. All right, homie.
Some great coffee you make, sir. It's delicious. It's delicioso.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Let's see. What do I have for segments today? I do not have a Florida man.
Real quick.
Which is no, I don't want to see that shit.
Yes, you do. You think I'm weird? Good. You have no fucking idea. My rabbit.
That's gay as fuck. I'm just fucking with you. I like it. I like it a lot.
It's available at my merch store.
Let's get into this one. Sorry, I did not mean to.
Let me see those stars. There they are.
I definitely did not mean to play that while you were talking.
Yeah, that's all right.
So I apologize for that.
No need.
All right, homie. So we have 6 movie quotes for you.
I love it. Rachel, help me.
Me too. All right. Yes. Number 1. Are you sure? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. They can't kill you if you're already dead.
I feel like I should be doing this from that meme, that guy.
Yeah.
I can't kill you if you're already dead. That sounds like the vampire movie.
No.
It's not. It's comedy.
No.
No. I don't. Rachel.
I have a second quote.
Hit me.
Actually, it is it's sort of a comedy.
Okay.
Actually. But all right. Guys in their 50s don't have dreams. They have nightmares and eczema.
Facts.
Yeah.
That does sound familiar.
Yeah, it's a newer movie.
That sounds very familiar. Trying to place it, trying to place it, trying to place it. I cannot place it. No clue, Rach says. And I also have a no clue.
All right. I'll give. Okay. All right. Well, it is Hustle.
Hustle.
Yeah, it's a Adam Sandler movie where he signs a kid fucking from the streets to play basketball.
Never seen it. That makes
You never
sense.
seen it? Oh,
Never
okay.
seen it. I want to watch that movie. It was like, you ever put movies on your radar that you're going to watch and then you never
All the
watch
time.
them?
All the
Bam.
time.
That's one
All
I
the
missed.
time. It's a
That
good
looks like a good
movie.
movie though. It looks
It
good.
is. Me and the kids watched it right when it came out because it came out straight to Netflix.
I can't wait to see his next one coming out on Netflix, which is Happy Gilmore 2. I definitely want to watch that one.
I'm really I'm worried that I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, that's all right.
So, but I'm still gonna watch it, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm concerned.
Mhm.
All right. So, quote number 2 is a conversation between 3 different people.
Okay.
So, hold
I'll
on.
make some coffee for that one.
So, guy number 1, he says, So do you new brothers have any special skills that could help us out here tonight? Guy 2, like what? Guy 1, like Tommy's good with knives. Lil Pete's got a bonus nipple. I got a burrow.
Got a what?
Herm, guy 2, well, I can play the piano with my dick.
Ah, I think anybody can, just not well,
True.
right? I think I can pull off chopsticks. Uh, damn, dude, I am drawing blanks left and right here.
Anybody else have I
Anybody?
guess I don't know how many people.
Jill,
Riverside won't let me
Rach,
see how many people are in the chat anymore.
dirty.
I know.
Let's see. I can see just by going to the page. 3. Any
3.
one of you 3 that
And one of
isn't
them's
Allie.
Allie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Allie, tell me. Can you go by that one? Can you start with the first one again?
So do you new brothers have any special skills that could help us out here tonight? Like what? Like, Tommy's good with knives. Lil Pete's got a bonus nipple. I got a burrow. Herm is good at strangling. I can hold my breath for 6 minutes. Let me guess. I fucking froze again.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's a movie, she says. Oh, damn.
All right. So do you brothers have any? Okay. Oh, I'll just give it to you. Fuck it.
Yeah.
The Ridiculous Six.
The Ridiculous Six?
Yeah, doggy dog.
God dang it. I had not seen that one.
What?
Which is
You're
pretty
crazy.
ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
That is 6 stars. Fucking ridiculous.
Oh wow.
All right.
Stars.
Quote number 3. I just found my wedding dress covered in barf and something else. Something sticky. You puked on my dress and then fucked it?
Oh yeah, I know this one. It's Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg. Right? Something about my dad or dad.
That's
my dad.
That's
a movie. That's my papa.
That's
my dad.
My
that's my father. That's my father.
Boy.
That's son of a bitch. Well, yeah. I knew which one it was. I'm gonna say I knew that one.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't think so.
That was a good scene, by the way. I thought that was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. All right, quote number 4. I'm gonna blow up this whole block. I'm gonna blow you up. I'm gonna blow up these puppies. And we all gonna go to hell together because I hate these puppies.
Little Nicky.
Nope.
Damn it. Rachel got it. That's my boy. There's a delay on the thing, but she got it. Way to go,
Oh.
Rach.
Way to go, Rach. Good job.
I hate these puppies.
All right, I got a second
Happy Gilmore. Okay, second quote.
Fucking no. Yeah, I'll give you 2 half points for the last one
That means one
instead of a
and then
point.
Bang. That's a whole point.
All right, alternate quote for the same movie.
Yes.
You know, you shouldn't jump around when this nice woman is holding a sharp pair of scissors. If you move,
If you move what, she'll cut you?
she could slip and singular. All of your blood will be on the floor in 4 minutes. I have seen this. I have done this. You don't want this.
This is that Adam Sandler movie, right?
Correct.
The Zohan.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the Zohan.
Don't mess with the Zohan. You
All
don't
right,
want
Doug
this.
and Doug.
That was a good one.
Quote number 5. I have to sew the duck's head back on and fix his butthole.
What the?
Ow.
Yeah. No, wait. I think I know this one.
I don't think you do, Doug.
It is. It's that first one he did, where he goes back to school.
Nope.
Not that one.
Nope.
Damn it. Little Nicky.
Nope.
Damn it. Happy Gilmore.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, I'll give you. There's a second quote for this one.
Aye.
Ben, I promise you, I'm going to finish the treehouse and we're going to sleep in it next weekend. And you and I are going to exercise together, and I'm not gonna wear a Speedo.
50 First Dates.
Nope.
Man, I swear to God, it's got to be that, because there's a duck in that one. What is that called? Oh my God, Billy Madison. Oh, rewind. Yeah, I know which one. Yeah. What is that called? That's where one with David Hasselhoff's boss, right?
What? Say it again, because we're fucking constantly freezing and it's pissing me off.
That's the one where David Hasselhoff is his boss.
Yes.
Rewind or oh man, remote control. No. What is it freaking called, man?
Click.
Son of a bitch. Even Christopher Walken is in that one, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right, last one. We ain't in the prisoner taking business. We're in the Nazi killing business. The killing. Blah! We ain't in the prisoner taking business. We're in the killing Nazi business.
That's Brad Pitt, and that's a Tarantino flick. It's called. It's called Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, dog.
Ooh, saved myself with that last one. Holy
2
shit.
half points for you. 2
Yes.
half points to Gryffindor. All right, she also wrote me a couple jokes here, bro.
Hit me.
I have 7 fucking jokes.
Oh yeah?
That's how many she wrote.
Yay, Rach got it too.
Yay.
Rach is the queen.
All right. So first joke for you is, what is the scariest plant in the forest?
What is the scariest plant in the forest? The Venus flytrap.
Bamboo.
That's a good one. That's a good one, Allie. Good job. I like that one. Or should it be? Oh, he froze. Should
Are you
it
there?
be? Should it be? Bamboo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
That was loud.
that was loud.
I hurt
Your
myself.
your face is loud, so I can understand. Also, I just want to point out that Inglorious Bastards is Rachel's favorite movie.
That's the one.
That is the one.
Get the hell out of here! Really? That one? Is it because they kill? Well, I'm not gonna give it away.
Anyways, joke number 2.
Yes.
What are kidnappers' favorite shoes?
Sneakers. So they can sneak in and out.
White Vans.
Oh,
Back at it again with the white Vans, looking spicy. Damn, Danielle.
I like that. That's good. That's good. White Vans. Creepy. But I think sneakers works too.
Yeah, whatever you say. All right, joke number 3. How does Dwayne The Rock Johnson pee?
With his dick. I'm guessing.
He Dwayne's his Johnson.
Oh, that was pretty obvious. I should have seen that one.
What did Mario say when he broke up with Peach?
I'm seeing other people.
It's not you, it's a me.
Obvious. That's a good one.
What do you call a dog that does magic?
The dog magician. I love it. I can make him laugh. I love that. I love that he's frozen laughing. That's awesome. Oh, there he is.
I'm fucking so annoyed with this freezing shit.
It is a little annoying,
But-
I have to admit.
All right. A dog that does magic is a Labracadabrador.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Cadabra.
What does tofu and dildos have in common?
I guess you would know.
I
It tastes
would.
like shit. I don't know.
What the fuck? They are both meat replacements.
Oh, nice.
All right, last one. Last
Hit it.
one. Who cooks in a lesbian relationship?
Oh shit. Both? Was that a very male?
Neither.
answer?
They both eat out.
Oh, bam! So that was a slam dunk. Good job.
Bang, 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 boom.
That was like yes. That was 4 points.
So I got I went out to the Tennessee Hills a couple weeks ago, and there is a movie being made, or well, like not a movie, but
Documentary?
I guess that's the best thing to call it. And I'm just gonna show everybody the trailer right now.
Yeah.
This is ancient. This ain't new by any means. What's here has been here longer than any of us ever have.
Y'all hear that?
Dude, my whole paradigm has been shifted in the last couple hours.
We are hearing some noises.
Oh, great, a butt shot. That's awesome.
That was too short to be a.
That wasn't here.
No. Not at all.
Y'all Southerners, y'all do it different. You guys are living a whole different world.
Scared me to death, I'll tell you that right now.
Thank you.
I saw my first one.
Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, yes.
You all right?
Holy shit. There's two. There's two. There's two.
Very cool, bro.
All I gotta say is Justin is fucking dope at this fucking media shit.
Yeah, dude. Is that Prometheus lens?
Yep.
Nice.
Justin the Doc Brown, dog.
That was cool. That was really good. I love that you're in it. That's awesome. I can't wait to check that out.
Yeah.
What did you see? Did you
We
see
have
anything
another
out
one.
there?
Yeah.
You saw something.
But we don't have evidence on it. So
Wow. What did it look like?
it looked like a fucking big ass fucking human, dude,
Really?
on thermal camera. And then once we uploaded the footage to Juan and his wife Dawn, they're the ones with the thermal camera, and once they got home and uploaded the footage, they went through it, and the part where we were seeing the figure on camera, it's not there.
What?
Yeah, it's gone.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Where's there? Did you all check the area where roughly where? It
Yeah,
was at to see-
we ran over there while we were seeing it on the thermal, and then there was nothing there
Did
either.
you feel safe because Drew was there? Because dude, I would feel completely safe if Drew and his team were there. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I ain't got to worry about shit.
Well, I feel safe by myself. So yeah,
You
I
didn't
felt
look
safe.
like you felt safe in that video, bro. You looked like you freaked out for a second.
Well, there was like some weird ass noises, and fucking everybody started running into the woods. Like Drew and his team just grabbed their guns and ran into the woods, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
That's awesome, man. That looks
So,
like a good time, bro.
Yeah, and the only reason why I did not mean to put my cheeks on camera, I stood up. As I was standing up, somebody said, "Look out behind us." So I turned around to look behind us, and then, I mean, the clip is sped up. Obviously, you can tell.
Yeah.
And so I turn and I look behind us, and I'm looking around, and then I turn back around completely, and I went towards my truck to go grab my gun.
I know why Justin put that in there. He's gonna
Yeah,
get
yeah.
a lot of women. to
No.
watch this. Yeah. I know what
Nah.
he's smart. He's smart.
Oh.
I'm gonna put Kevin in it, and then I'm gonna have him twirl, right? And it's gonna be all women watching that show.
No. I don't believe you. I don't believe that shit for a second.
Watch.
There's another one that we have. Fucking A. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if this is signed into my TikTok account because I was gonna upload it. But I forgot. Because it's it's the original one is a lot longer.
I think I saw that. Is it out on on Instagram?
Yeah, but there is a shorter version on TikTok. I just never downloaded it. So let me see if I can find it real quick. And then I think this is it. Nope, that's the old one. That's the one I just showed you. Oh, here it is. This is the new one right there. All right, let me see. I'll share my screen there. Why isn't okay? Share screen.
Bring it.
We're gonna go here. Share. Can you see that?
Yes. Play it.
Okay.
People say woods are woods, and I'll tell you one thing right now. The way I'm feeling right now, woods ain't woods. This woods ain't woods. So first off, y'all get in contact with some people down here that know what they're doing, because
Mama
y'all
says I'm
Tennessee,
special. I
y'all-
love that.
y'all do it different. You guys are living a whole different world. And so, right, as you can probably tell in my voice right now, there's all kinds of different emotions, and you know, I've had some bad anxieties. I've had some fears, and nothing's like what I felt this evening.
What are we doing here today, brother?
Well, first we got to set up camp. What we got to do, and then hopefully, Lord willing, we get to see some cool stuff.
What are we looking for? Nice.
Several.
Feet.
Shit. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, yes, it's blocking the fucking light. Holy shit.
Very cool, man. That's awesome. Kevin, we got Bigfoot in here.
I'm excited for that to drop.
So that guy's name was Riley. Cool.
Yeah, Riley. Yep.
I was wondering.
Midwest Mythos podcast. Fucking phenomenal dude. Love him to death. But what's up, fucking Harley? How's it going, bro?
Harley. How's it going?
Yeah, so Harley took us out there, and it was a lot of fun. I had a good time. Hoping I would really love to go back out there just from the experience alone, you know. So, and to hang out with everybody that I hung out with that weekend was
Yeah,
a
man.
fucking good ass time.
Yeah.
So,
Podcasters galore.
all right, bro. So let's get into our next segment here. If fucking things will let me click on it. I don't know what's going on with the computer today.
Oh, nice.
It's starting to irritate me. I don't know why we keep freezing. I don't know. I don't understand. Oh yeah, he did the Myrtle Beast conference today or yesterday.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome.
all right, let's get into it.
Yeah. Rachel solo today.
Yeah, I brought Rizzo down there to the woods with us. She was fucking. Everybody loved her. But all right, so I just want to say that I absolutely appreciate Rachel and Heather doing this segment for us each and every week. Happy to report a lot of them have been found. Rachel says it, not necessarily just because of our efforts. I'm not saying that at all. The whole point of this segment is to bring awareness to missing people. So hopefully not only can we bring them home, but if nefarious things have been caused or has happened, that hopefully it's a quick and swift investigation to
Right.
bring that justice, and the more people that. So all right, well, let's get into this with it's just Rachel today. Unfortunately they were not able to meet. So
Hello, strange coffee people. Look, that didn't work. It has to be Weird Java Fam, or it just doesn't work. So if you guys look to the sides, Heather is not here. She is home with a sick kiddo, so we just could not make it work this weekend with the two of us. But I am here because we still need to get this out. It is important to us, and you guys know that. So I'm going to get straight into it because first of all, like the first, all of our cases, all of the things we share, we need to get out there. But the second one, I know for a fact is going to kind of like rattle your guys' brains. First is Dan Anna. He is missing out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado. He was last seen leaving his home in Highlands Ranch on April 23rd. The report states that he left without his phone. He got into his green Toyota Tundra with a camper shell on the back. The license plate of that vehicle is QCI165. And ever since he left his home in this truck, he hasn't been seen or heard from since. This has been over 2 weeks now, you guys, that he has not been seen or heard from. Dan is 53 years old. He is 5'10" and 195 pounds. If you guys have any information on Dan Anna's whereabouts or anything that can help lead investigators to him, please contact the Douglas County Sheriff at 303-660-7548. Okay, so now I am going to talk about two missing teens out of Owensboro, Kentucky, which I actually covered on a mini missing person segment on our show, but I need to get their information out there. So I wanted to bring it here as well. But I also need to dive into a couple more things because this is Weird Java, right? And we can go down some rabbit holes here. So that is what we are going to do. But first, about the teens. Kendall Palmer is 13 years old, and she has been missing since April 18th. She is 5 feet tall, around 160 pounds, and in photographs, she has blonde hair. It has been reported that she's had blonde hair, brown hair, blonde hair. She wears wigs, so it could be any color at this point. Bailey Smith is 15 years old, and she was reported missing on May 3rd. She is 5'6", 120 pounds, and blonde hair as well. They were both reported missing from Owensboro, Kentucky, and in both reports, separately, so separate reports, they were reported missing from the 1300 block of West 3rd Street. So first and foremost, if you have any information on the disappearance of Bailey Smith or Kendall Palmer, please contact the Owensboro Police Department at 270-687-8888, or you can call anonymously to 270-687-8484. I'm not done talking about this though. So I dove deep, okay? 2 different reports of missing teenagers, weeks apart, but the same address or same area, since it doesn't exactly specify the exact location. Now, what I'm going to say is all my own thoughts, opinions, speculation, but I took to Google Maps, right? I typed in 1300 block of West 3rd Street. I pull it up. It's a residential area. There's some churches on certain corners. And in 2019, which is where like the year that the Google Map car went out there and got these images, there was a plot of land that had the stakes that, it was bought and something was going to get built there. So I zoomed in on that and it said Hayden Home for Girls. And so then, of course, I look into the Hayden Home for Girls, and this is a home that houses young girls, 12 to 18, that have been abused or neglected by their families and need a safe space. But 2 girls go missing from what I would assume is this girls' group home. And I feel like there's just something off. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for me because it's not being put out there that they went missing from this home. It's just put out there that these 2 girls from 2 to 3 weeks apart went missing from 1300 of West 3rd Street. So I don't know. Something more is going on. I will be digging into these cases and, back with updates for sure if I find anything. So here on Weird Java, I know. So David, he's mentioned this a few times, but so many of these cases that we cover are solved rather quickly, which is absolutely amazing. And that's what we want. It's why we are doing this in the first place. So some are still missing, like Stephanie Damron, Emma Baum, and many others. But we will be following these 2 teens and looking into all of the others that we covered. And we're going to try to bring you guys some updates next week as well on where some of these missing persons cases stand today. Okay. That's it for today. Sorry Heather wasn't here. We will talk to you guys next week. Go drink your Weird Java. Get ready for David's new podcast, David Don't Know. Read Kevin's book. Listen to One Nothing. Listen to Where the Weird Ones Are. And just stay freaking weird, okay? We will talk to you guys next time. I'm not singing. Weird Java, Weird Java, Weird Java morning show. Woo!
Thanks, Rachel. So if you have any information on either of those girls, Owensboro Police Department is 270-687-8888. You can also call into Crime Stoppers, the anonymous tip line at 270-687-8484. Any information is crucial to ensure these little girls are returned safe. But all
He's a handsome guy, isn't he?
this is starting to irritate me. This is fucking really irritating. But yeah, so I think that both of these girls were in this girl's home, and I think they ran away.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking, and I don't think so. Girls like group homes and shit aren't always the best.
Yeah. Can I address something really quick? I just want to say, if I could, Rachel.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for doing this. I think you're an incredible person. You never have to apologize, Rach. You don't. You're awesome. You didn't ramble. I found that very informative, and thank you for shouting us out. We love you, Rach. So never apologize. You're too amazing to apologize. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted us to talk about this because it is kind of a two girls in the same area. We don't know if they were in the school or not. The first thought that popped in my head, and I don't know if this happened for you also, but was trafficking. For some reason, human trafficking popped in my head. They're both blonde. They're young. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying this out loud because that's the first thing I thought of. The second thing is, it's too weird. Same place, couple of weeks apart.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird because even like the police issue statements that I looked into said that they might be connected to this group home. It doesn't specify whether they are or not. They just gave a blanket statement.
Really? Yeah, they're not looking into it
That
further.
that information indicates that they might be connected with this all girls group home.
It's still early. I mean, if they ran away, they didn't have a lot of resources, right?
Well, I mean, it's been what, 2 weeks since Kendall Palmer went missing, and it's been a week since Bailey Smith is missing. So there should be at least a little bit more information by now.
Right. I don't think they can last too long if they're out there and they don't have that much money. And you know what I'm saying? They should be found soon.
Yeah,
hopefully that's the case.
I mean, also, who knows? Maybe they went with somebody.
It's possible. And it's possible that somebody came back for someone
Fucking
else.
A with this fucking thing. Maybe. Yeah. So either, I really hope nothing nefarious. I really fucking hope that it's just that they felt unsafe or just didn't want to be there or whatever, and they just fucking took off on their own accord. But there's also the possibility of some gross shit.
Yeah,
So.
man. I don't want it to be that. And I love it when Rachel and Heather tell a story and they find the person. That's, for whatever reason, that makes me feel good.
Yep.
When that happens, and I'm not saying it's because of us or Rachel or but every little bit helps, man. Every tiny bit, any kind we get that out, I feel like we're contributing to a certain degree, a small degree, and I love it when they find these people. So hopefully we find these two girls. Hopefully find the gentleman who's out there in his truck right now. That's what I want to hear. That makes me happy.
Yeah, I do have a story too that goes a little bit with this segment. I didn't look into a whole lot. Look, Rachel reached out to the two family members, but hadn't heard anything. So a woman was found this week here in Sanford. Her car was in the canal, and she was inside unconscious with several stab wounds. They can't identify her. Her phone wasn't with her. No identity and nothing to identify her. So I'm assuming that the car isn't hers if they can't figure out who she is. You know what I mean? So like the car isn't registered to her. This was sometime this week.
God damn, bro.
Right down the street from my house. Also same time frame. There's a Sanford police officer who is also missing, female, and they found her personal car with her daughter in it and her nowhere to be found.
What the hell, dude? What's going on in Sanford, bro? How many?
I don't know, Doug.
Over there?
I don't know,
bro.
I'll tell you.
Allie,
I'll tell you in a second.
Be careful while you're out there. Don't keep an eye around you at all times, man. You gotta stay vigilant. And that's very concerning, Kevin.
Yeah.
Very concerning.
Yeah, I agree. It's interesting. I gotta see if they found the cop and stuff. but she's 27 years old. Still don't have information of this woman found in her car.
Wow.
But as of the 2020 census, it's Sanford is
21,000.
21,980. 21,982.
Damn.
If you didn't get that.
I got it. Damn, dude. That's very small. Guys, be careful out there, man. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep them on a swivel. Always look at your surroundings. It's very important. Have something handy with you. You know, don't go to that next location. That's the number one thing. Do not let them take you. Yes. I'm so glad for that. Please, let's keep that up. Yeah. Don't go with Kevin.
All right, homie. Let's get into to this next segment I have for you.
Bring it. Damn, Rach, that was a. God, I love this music, man.
It's very I don't know, it's kind of soothing. All right. We are diving into the real life mystery that starts off strange and only gets stranger. So go ahead and top off that motherfucking coffee mug.
Goddamn right.
And let's get into the Watcher of Westfield. Have you heard about this story?
The Watcher. of
This is
Westfield.
murderless.
No.
This is a murderless story. So in 2014, Derek and Maria Broaddus thought they'd found their dream home, a beautiful 6-bedroom Dutch colonial at 657 Boulevard in the affluent suburb of Westfield, New Jersey. They were just about to move in with their 3 young children. The neighborhood was quiet, great schools, and then strange, ominous letters began showing up in their mailbox. So they got this huge ass house, and they started renovating it, getting it ready for them to move in and stuff, and they had 3 young children in. The first envelope that arrived was handwritten, no return address. Inside was typed note from someone calling themselves the Watcher. It read, "Dearest new neighbor at 657 Boulevard, allow me to welcome you to the neighborhood. 657 Boulevard has been the subject of my family for decades now. I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming." But that was just the beginning.
I think I've heard of this. Yes.
Yeah, they made a
A Netflix show, right? With Vince Vaughn or something? If I'm not mistaken.
they made a mini series about this
Yeah.
story on Netflix.
With Vince Vaughn, right? I think I saw.
No, it's not Vince Vaughn. So the letters became more and more threatening. The Watcher claimed to know the names and nicknames of the Broaddus children. He mentioned specific details like where the kids played in the yard and what rooms they were planning to renovate. And it said, "Do you need to," one of the letters said, "Do you need to fill the house with the young blood I requested?"
Ooh.
The family never moved in. Instead, they contacted police, but here's where it gets weird. The investigation led fucking nowhere. The previous owners, the Woods family, said they received a letter too just before they sold the house, but that was the only one. Detectives looked into neighbors, postal workers, even tracked the letters through DNA testing. A female profile was found on one envelope, but didn't match Maria, nor anyone in the family. No fingerprints, no real suspects, and the letters kept coming. So naturally, suspicions started flying. Some neighbors thought the Broaddus family sent the letters themselves to get out of their pricey mortgage. Others believed it was a jilted house hunter who just lost out on the home. And one neighbor, Michael Langford, had a reputation for having eccentric behavior. He lived right next door with his elderly mother, but there was no solid evidence. No charges were ever filed. And then the letter stopped.
Inexplicably, right? Just out of the blue. Boom.
Yeah. I'm sorry, did I freeze again in the middle of fucking talking, telling the story, or?
No, while you
Okay.
were telling a story, it was perfect.
Okay. All right. So in 2018, the Broaddus family sold the home at a significant loss. The new owners, they never got a letter, not even one. The case was cold. The mystery remained unsolved until 2022, when a freelance investigative journalist named Dean Hill stumbled across something odd while researching for a documentary. While pulling property tax records and digging through local court documents, he found that Michael Langford died of a stroke in 2020. But something about that Dean cross-checked the female DNA found on the envelope. Turns out it matched Michael's sister, Abby Langford.
Ooh.
She actually lived in the house with him, quiet, polite, and never suspected. Police re-examined the case, but the statute of limitations had expired for harassment, and Abby, she denied everything anyway. No confession, no trial, just fucking silence. So who was the watcher? Legally, no one, right?
Right.
But the Broaddus family are sure they were targeted, and all signs, it seems, to point to the quiet woman behind the curtain, watching, waiting, just as the letters promised.
Super creepy, man.
That is
super creepy.
my true crime story.
Weird.
If I got letters like that, I'd be creeped out too. But I would have stayed.
I remember watching the show, and it was like a series.
Oh, dude, the show did an amazing job
with
it. I mean, it's a completely different story than the real story. Obviously, all shows and movies that are based on true stories make it more extravagant for more entertainment.
Right.
So it was definitely, to me, it was entertaining.
But it was enough to make these people move in real life.
In real life, yes.
So,
they never moved in to begin with because of the letters.
Damn. It worked. That lady or whoever was sending those letters.
Yeah, dog. Mm-hmm. Who fucking knows why she did it? There's no rhyme or reason to it, it seems like. So.
Very cool.
All right, man. Let's get into the last segment that I have for you today.
Quantum immortality, the real-life respawn glitch. You should be dead. That car missed you by inches. Lucky? Maybe. Or maybe you just don't die. Quantum immortality is the idea that every time you die, your consciousness jumps. Not to heaven, not to hell, but to the nearest reality where you survived. From your perspective, you never die. You just keep waking up in timelines where you barely made it. Take Frayne Selak, a man who should have died multiple times. In 1954, his train derailed into an icy river. 17 people drowned. He didn't. The next year, he was sucked out of a plane mid-flight and landed in a haystack. Then a bus crash, multiple car crashes, a car explosion, and finally he won the lottery. From his perspective, he never died, and that's the terrifying part. If quantum immortality is real, then you will never experience your own death. The versions of you that died, you don't remember them, because they're gone. But what happens when there's no timeline left where you survive? Is there a final...
I love that theory. That's a crazy theory.
That's a theory you've been talking about for a while now.
Yeah. It's for sure one of my favorite rabbit hole theories. And I just posted that this morning. But I've experienced multiple moments where I should have died. You know, that fire, a lot of accidents I avoid because I drive a lot, and then of course the heart attack. All these things should have killed me, but I didn't die or whatever. So it's,
Yeah.
I mean, I could see this being a thing where you did die, but you moved into the next universe
Yep.
and you keep living. So I've often had that theory where, because there's so many universes that every second you're alive, you actually die. So in another universe. So that aligns with this, which is pretty remarkable. And then of course, we had someone say in a comment, oh yeah, so what happens when you get old and you die? Well,
That's the end of your immortality timeline, dog.
one of the theories is that you live the longest life or whatever, and that you actually end up dying. Or what about this? What if there are realities out there where you don't die and you're immortal? How about that? How about that, son? How about that? I don't know. Just throwing stuff out there. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's on Down the Rabbit Hole today. Check it out. Give me a follow. Give me a like. Give me all the money in the world.
Fuck that shit. Don't do that.
Don't do it, but do it.
Don't do that.
Do it. Also, I think, what are we? The 11th?
The 11th,
Something
yeah.
Like, what is it? 18 days until David Don't Know drops officially Thursday, May 29th. That's coming out 5 a.m. Eastern. So be on the lookout for that. And then we're going to have that one is with Amanda Goodwin, the host of One Nothing. And the very next week, we're going to have Kevin, the host of Where the Weird Ones Are, back to back. So that's going to be great. Look for that, guys. Look for that. I'm really excited about it. And I don't know if you know who the Paranormal Viking is. You heard of that guy?
No.
So the Paranormal Viking on Instagram, he's a pretty well-known paranormal guy who actually goes out and does like investigations. He shares a lot of videos. He's very similar to my account, that he has over 400,000 followers, and he's a big freaking deal. So I'm going to have him on the show.
Nice, dog.
Here in a couple of months when he is done with he's going on 8 different investigations, and then he wants to talk about those. So that's going to be really cool to have that guy on. His name's Chris. Awesome dude.
Nice.
And then of course I have Taylor Ruddle from New Zealand. It's a comedian who's had some really interesting paranormal instances in his life in Japan, where he lived for a couple of years. I have JJ Rose 777. She's going to talk about all her gifts and what she's able to do. So yeah, it's going to be a great time, guys. Check it out.
Yes. Make sure you do that. Also, I have a new episode coming out this week, episode 204, with Jeff Foran from Strangeology podcast. We talk about cryptid from Vermont that's not really well known.
Ooh, that's cool. I love Jeff. He's awesome.
He is awesome. We get into some theories and stuff, and he tells a couple different stories about things that he's researched and stuff like that. So it was a good time. Fellow New Englander, so he's
Hello.
He's in Vermont. I'm in Maine. It would be great if I could stop freezing. That'd be great. So yeah. But anyway, Jeff's an amazing guy. I hope you guys check that episode out. Also, if you're interested, on Patreon, I'm starting deep dives. I just put a deep dive out about Laurel Canyon. If you're interested in learning about Laurel Canyon, and so the Patreon is $5 a month. You get a free coffee mug when you become a paid member, and you might get a random T-shirt here and there. But yeah, if you're interested in supporting me that way, cool. If not, totally get it, understand it. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting 2 extra shows on the Patreon. So the deep dives called Keep Digging. So it's gonna be conspiracies and mysteries that I've researched, and I've put a script together and just tell you all the information that I've obtained about it. And the Laurel Canyon one is super interesting. There's a couple military things that go into it. some military conspiracies, and then obviously the conspiracy around the whole, free love movement and shit. So of Laurel Canyon with like Jim Morrison of the Doors, Frank Zappa, and the Mama and the Papas and all that shit. So
That's cool.
Yeah, I found it interesting. I put it together. I think I wrote it pretty well, but it's a little bit like the way that I wrote it is different from other podcasts that I've listened to that have covered it. Some of them don't really go into the military stuffs, but some of them do. But I don't know. I tried to make it as entertaining as I possibly can because you're paying for it. So,
right.
But yeah,
Man,
so
it is entertaining, folks. Believe that.
Thank you. So also Allie is going to be joining me for episode breakdowns, which is a segment called The Breakdown. She's going to listen to my episodes when they come out, and we're going to record together.
That's
and
cool.
we're going to talk about it. So that is also going to be on Patreon.
I love the name too, The Breakdown. It's freaking rad.
And I think other than that, I think that's all I have to say. Other than that, please like, follow, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. Leave a rating and review. I would greatly appreciate it. If your podcatcher doesn't allow you to leave a review, please consider doing so on the website where the weird ones are, podcast.com. You can also get merch, coffee, hot sauce, supplements, and you can read some of my short stories. I just wrote a new one about Yetis in the Himalayas called The White Death. So
Ooh,
if you're
good title,
interested in checking that is amazeballs. I agree. So, all right. Until next week. Also, I haven't discussed this with David, but I am considering doing this show every other week. Just because it with everything else going on, it does get a little bit a lot.
A little bit a lot. A lot of bit a little.
A lot of bit a little. Not for sure yet. Just there's some Saturday nights when I'm sitting there and I was like, oh shit, I haven't done any fucking research for any of these stories. So like I think every other week would be easier on me, and probably easier on David too, finding creepy videos and possibly even easier on the ladies that do the missing persons segments. That way they don't have to find time like they didn't have find time this week to get together. So, just something that I'm considering. Not official yet, but me and David will probably talk about it some more. But other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Happy Mother's Day, Rachel. Happy Mother's Day to all the other mothers out there. I hope you guys have a phenomenal day. Until next time, we will see you later.